Am I visible, sir?
Yes, your screen's now coming. Please open your file. Yes, good. Go to presentation mode. That's fine.
Okay. Good
Your
evening,
time is start now. Okay, good.
everyone. Especially our honorable assistant professor Basant Lamichani, and me, presenter myself Krishna Dev Yadav, and I am going to present today on the topic transformative learning, advocating for the holistic approach, and this one is the author. Okay, this is the first part of the paper title and abstract, so to say. And in title, transformative learnings, it talks about transformative learning. Let's recall it. What is transformative learning? It is the theory that explains how adults change their thinkings, their beliefs, and their behaviors. And this is the integrated theory of the adults learning, a traditional focus on cognitive rationals and processes. So it is the traditional focuses was only for cognitive and rational process for learning. Uh, in past, most of the people thought transformative learning only happens through the minds, but here it talks about holistic development, or so to say, thinking. Uh, it argues that the real learning should be holistic. So that means learning involves our mind, body, emotions, spirit together, and it also says that learning is not a straight path. It is not a straight path. It's a dynamic meanings. Dynamic meanings means that it changes and grow as we experience new things, like that. And the main purpose of this paper is to show that transformation should go beyond just thinking. It should include how we feel, how our body reacts, and how spirits, or so to say, inner values shape our understanding. This is the main purpose. And in introduction part, so here, adults learning means change in knowledge, attitude, and skills. What do you mean by knowledge? Knowledge means what students know, what learners knows, and attitudes means how they think or feel, and in skills, what they can do, what is their ability, that is skills. And many researches like here uh, tell us 2021 transformative learning means personal and social transformations. And constructivism's development foundations, it is said by Piaget, 1954. Transformation learning brings personal change. uh, the theory is based on constructivism idea from the Piaget and Harbas, and which means people build meaning from their own experiences. The paper argues that learning should be include thinking, emotional experiences, etc. And in methodology sections, in these sections, authors explain that they used literature review methods. This means that they studied many research paper and to understand this transformative learning very deeply, and they follow four stages. That is preliminary readings. This means that collecting general informations, and in secondary readings, selecting more specific studies in this secondary reading, and in primary readings, studying the main theories in details, and in citations, he combines all the ideas together, and they used databases like Scorpus, Erix, Links, this type of databases, and uh, aims is to deeper insight into the transformative learning, a foundation for the integrated theory. Okay, so here the introduction shows that, sorry, the methodology shows that that the purpose of the study is to build the strong foundations for the integrations and holistic theory of the transformative learning. Okay, now the slides talk about Freire ideas, Paulo Freire's ideas. Freire's beliefs learning is not only personal but also social and political. It is socio-culture. It is related to socioculture and political. Here is terms conscientization. This means this means the becoming aware of unfair systems which is still prevail in our society. That is bad system, unfair systems, bad cultures or oppressions around us. And fear says literacy, uh, meaning reading and writings, is not just skills. It is a tools that empowers people to question injustice. And transformation happens when teacher wake for false belief, and that society teaches them. Failure also says that change does not happens alone. It requires dialogue, collective actions, and working together. collective actions means working together, and learners becomes agent of social change. It means that Freire also says change does not happen alone. It requires dialogues, uh, collective actions, etc. Okay, for next slides, here Kolb's experiential learning. Kolb's experiential learning theory says learning is continuous cycles with four stages. Uh, Four stages are, first of all, one, experience, and then after, reflections and conceptualization and experimentations. In experience, learners know what happens to us, what has learner experienced, and in reflections, learners thinking about what happened, they just thinks about what is happening. And conceptualization, in conceptualization forming, they forms ideas from experiences and reflections, and in experimentations, trying those ideas in real lives. Okay, reflections means is the important because it helps us find meaning behind our experiences, meaning makings. And here, John Dewey also believes that learning happens by doing, not only by listening. Learning by doing, the main theme of Dewey's uh, papers, and builds abstract concept for future actions. This cycles helps learner build new concept which guide their future actions. And in Mezirow's psychocritical model, Mezirow focuses on personal transformation through questioning our beliefs. And about, according to him, uh, meaning schemas versus meaning perspectives. Adults have meaning schemas and meaning perspectives. Meaning schemas are the small beliefs, that is, and perspective means big worldwide views. It is big, big beliefs, so to say. And transformation happens when we critically questions these assumptions. Okay, Mezirow describes 10 stages of transformation. That is started with the deorienting events. Deorienting events means like the conditions of a brain of dilemma, confusions type, and ending with a change in a lifestyle or behavior. And he says emotional like fear, guilt, and shame are natural parts of the transformation process. And also, it also reflects on childhood beliefs and update them as they grow. Critique of cognitive emphasis. So here, the slides explain that the past theory focuses too much on the brain and rational thinkings, over reliance on rationality, and Cartesian dualism. It is Cartesian dualism means a Western thought that separates the mind and bodies, and because these physical and emotional learners were ignored or undervalued because of Western bias and privileging reasons, and physical and effective learning marginalized. Okay, education system often focus on outcomes like grades and results, which again pushes emotional and physical aspect aside. And these slides argue that the learning needs to include the whole person's holistic integration. Means it includes the whole person, not just the thinking brain, not just not just what is called that imaginations of brain, thinking process of brain. Okay, for the body in learning, uh, the body is also has a form of knowledge. Embodied is tracit. Here, the term Polonai called its tragic knowledge. This means that knowledge we cannot always explain in the word, but we know through the actions. Tragic thinking with the body. And feminist scholars argue that the body is an important source of knowing. Movement reclaims body as knowledge, and they say society should not ignore bodily feelings and especially emotional ones. And sometimes the body shows stress or fear before our mind understand it. And so learning should include physical experiences, sensation, and body awareness too. For next slides, the role of emotions in learning. Okay, emotions play exactly, it is into to that emotions play a powerful roles in learning. uh, Here Dixit, sorry, not Dixit, Dorks Dogs says learning is not only a rational activity; it is also emotional and imaginative and emotional. Emotion present critical reflections. For example, sometimes we may feel wrong before we understand why we feel wrong. and supervised studies show effective impact. Art, metaphors, non-linear logic needed. Means art, metaphors, and stories helps people express their what is called that emotions and understand their experiences. And in relationships are the importance because transformation often happens through the meaningful and connection with others. True learning is both affective, emotional, and cognitive. Okay, the spirit in learning. The slide discuss about the spirituality triggers in African context. In many cultures, spiritually influence how people make a meaning in their lives, uh, how they take spiritually, and spiritually includes beliefs, spirit, higher purpose, others inner purpose, and connection to something greater than oneself. You know, and in spiritual triggers often the start the transformation purpose is scared values and shape the perspectives. Transformation as a inner journey. Transformation as an inner journey, how deep it is. Beyond explain that the transformation is like an inner journey, reflecting on soul or and unconscious mind. Reflection on psyche means it is word meaning is soul and unconscious mind. Practical implications. So today, many formal education programs are too mechanical. Formal programs are mechanistics, according to this, and they focus on exam deadlines and outcomes, but ignore emotional and spiritual growth. Holistic pedagogy includes uh, intellectual growth. Art, movement, drama foster embodied intelligence. Holistic approaches even in practical classes. According to this, deeper enduring understanding. So here, when students learn holistically, the knowledge becomes more deeper, so to say, and even long lasting. And authentic classroom encourage true transformations, just not just memorizations. And in conclusion part, okay, to conclude, transformative learning is a powerful theory for adult educations, and both traditional approach focuses too much on rational thinking and linear steps, and these papers also argue for holistic approach. uh, they includes mind, what is called that body, emotions, and speech. And in real life, there are four parts uh, always work together. So learning should always integrate all these dimensions. And author also say more research is needed in holistic learning, and the ultimate aim is to bring a deeper, more meaningful change in how people learn and lives. Okay, only this much, sir. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Krishna Dev sir. Please, do you have questions, comments, and suggestions for him? Now it is your turn, all of you.
Yes, sir. सरको अलि राम्रो थियो सबै कुराहरू ल्याउनुपर्छ पोइन्टहरू. सो माई क्वेसन्स इज द्याट, सो वाट इज द कोर फोकस अफ मिजरोस थ्योरी? वाट इज द कोर पोइन्ट अफ मिजरोस थ्योरी? हेलो कृष्ण सर.
Krishna sir, are you listening?
Yes, sir. Am I uh, audible, sir? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
You
sir.
are.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes.
sir asked me for Mezirow theories. Actually, it focuses on Mezirow theory focuses on what is called that personal transformation. How personal transformation happens through questioning our beliefs. Like if we questions in our beliefs, then transformation happens. Like why जस्तै हामीले अब हाम्रो थुप्रै बिलिफहरू हुन्छ नि, जस्तै जस्तै पहिलाका बिलिफ्सहरू, जस्तै गोबरले किन चाहिँ आँगन निपिन्छ होइन, त्यसमा क्वेसनिङ गर्दाखेरि अहिले के पायो भन्दाखेरि एन्टी ब्याक्टेरियाहरू गोबरमा पाइन्छ, अनि त्यो एउटा एक किसिमले चाहिँ त्यसले चाहिँ एकदम हेल्प गर्छ, एकदम त्यो इन्भाइरोमेन्टलाई सफा राख्छ, त्यही भएर गोबरले लसी पूजा गरिन्छ। यसरी चाहिँ त्यो क्वेसनिङ गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ त्यो एउटा ट्रान्सफर्मेसन भयो, एउटा नलेज आयो हो। यसरी क्वेसनिङ गर्नु नै त्यो मिजोरिज थ्योरीको चाहिँ मेन फोकस हो, पर्सनल ट्रान्सफर्मेसनको लागि चाहिँ क्वेसनिङ गर्नु। एन्ड एकर्डिङ टु हिम एडल्ट्स हेभ मिनिङ स्किमाज and meaning perspective also. And schemas means the small beliefs, as I also discussed before, and perspective means big beliefs. Thank you, sir.
ओके सर, थ्याङ्क यू सर.
Milan sir.
यस सर.
Yes, please.
सरको प्रेजेन्टेसन एकदमै राम्रो कुराहरू ल्याउनु भएको छ. यसमा हजुरले ट्रान्समिट लर्निङ सुरुमा कस्तो थियो र अहिले प्रेजेन्ट ट्रान्समिट लर्निङले के भन्छ होलिस्टिकको कुरा गर्नुभएको थियो विभिन्न थ्योरी फेरेरको थ्योरी एमएसपीको थ्योरी अनि क्लोब्सको एक्सपेरिमेन्टल लर्निङ मोडल र मेजरको साइको क्रिटिकल मोडलको कुराहरू पनि ल्याउनु भएको थियो मेरो चाहिँ क्वेसन के छ भन्दाखेरि ठ्याक्कै यो फेरेरे सोसियल थ्योरी छ नि यसले चाहिँ सोसाइटीमा भएको इन्जस्टिस इनिक्विटी अथवा डिस्क्रिमिनेसनको कुराहरू छन् थ्योरिटिकली छ तर हामी एज अ म्याथमेटिक्स टिचरले चाहिँ हजुरले चाहिँ क्लासमा कुनै क्लासमा 8-9 पढाउँदाखेरि म्याथमेटिक्समा चाहिँ यी कुराहरूलाई म्याथमा जोडेर कसरी चाहिँ स्टुडेन्टहरूलाई अवेरनेस होइन उनीहरूलाई चाहिँ कसरी जनचेतना गराउन सक्नुहुन्छ सर म्याथमेटिक्सद्वारा चाहिँ सर भन्ने क्वेसन चाहिँ मेरो रहेछ हजुर
हजुर सर थ्याङ्क यू सर थ्याङ्क यू फर वन्डरफुल क्वेसन्स मिलन सर एक्चुअली फेरियर्सले चाहिँ सोसियल र पोलिटिकल कुराहरूलाई चाहिँ लिएको छ त्यहाँ होइन जस्तै कन्सियटिलाइजेसन भन्ने कुरा पनि छ अवेर अफ अनफेयर सिस्टम्सहरू चाहिँ अहिले हाम्रो नेपालमा पनि अहिलेसम्म सिस्टममै छ किनभने जस्तै कस्तो एउटा मैले अब्जर्भ गरेको कुरा के हो भन्दाखेरि फाइनल इक्जाममा यसरी हाइरार्कीबाट चाहिँ फर्स्ट सेकेन्ड थर्ड छुट्याएर इक्जाममा कसले राम्रो मार्क्स ल्यायो होइन कसले राम्रो मेमोराइजेसन गर्न सक्यो अथवा कसले राम्रो पढ्न सक्यो त्यसलाई पुरस्कृत गरिन्छ तर अरू बच्चाहरूलाई चाहिँ पुरस्कृत गरिँदैन किनभने अब त्यहाँ पनि अनफेयर देखिन्छ अनफेयर अब सबै बच्चाहरूको चाहिँ आफ्नो गुण लिएर धरतीमा आएको हुन्छ तिनीहरूको गुणलाई पहिचान गर्ने शिक्षकको अथवा गुरुको मुख्य के भन्ने त्यसलाई दायित्व हो र हरेक बच्चालाई एउटा विधामा जस्तै म्याथमा कुनै बच्चा राम्रो होला कोही बच्चा साइन्समा राम्रो होला कोही बच्चा हँसाउनमा राम्रो होला कोही राम्रो बोल्नमा राम्रो होला होइन कोही डान्समा राम्रो होला त्यो अन्तिममा गएर चाहिँ सबै बच्चालाई पुरस्कृत गर्न सक्यो भने उसको विधा छुट्याएर चाहिँ पुरस्कृत गर्न सक्यो भने चाहिँ अझै त्यो सिस्टम चाहिँ अझै राम्रो फेयर हुन्छ अनि म्याथमा चाहिँ अनफेयर भइरहेछ म्याथमा अनफेयर किन भयो भन्दाखेरि जस्तै म्याथ टिचरले चाहिँ सबै बच्चालाई चाहिँ म्याथमै मात्र राम्रो बनाउन खोज्छ त्यो त एकदम राम्रो पाटो हो तर त्यसले त्यो क्लासमा सबै बच्चालाई म्याथमा राम्रै हुनुपर्छ भन्ने छ त अरू चिजहरूमा पनि राम्रो हुनसक्छ होइन उसको ब्रेनको क्यापेसिटीहरू हेरेर चाहिँ बच्चाहरूलाई छुट्याएर अथवा ग्रुप बनाएर अझै पढाउन सक्यो भने चाहिँ अझै राम्रो हुन्छ कि जस्तो लाग्छ सर थ्याङ्क
यू सर मेरो क्वेसन चाहिँ के थियो भने सर यो तपाईँले कुनै म्याथको च्याप्टर पढाउनु भयो
हजुर
अनि पढाउँदाखेरि त्यो अवेरनेससँग रिलेटेड एउटा इक्जाम्पल दिएर हजुरले पढाउन कसरी पढाउनुहुन्छ भन्ने छ क्या सर कुनै च्याप्टर पढाउनु भयो भने
हजुर अवेरनेससँग रिलेटेड जस्तै मैले जस्तै स्ट्याटिस्टिक्सै पढाएँ भने पनि त्यहाँ अब आफ्नै समाजमा भइराखेका जस्तै त्यही क्लासमा अब होइन गर्ल्सहरूको सधैँ अब प्रेजेन्टेसन कति छ अनि एटेन्डेन्स कति छ अथवा बोइजको एटेन्डेन्स कति छ जस्तै अब अहिले पनि गाउँघरमा चाहिँ कस्तो हुन्छ भन्दाखेरि स्पेसली तराईमा चाहिँ छोरी मान्छेलाई चाहिँ अझै पनि डिप्रेसडमै राखिन्छ अझै बच्चाहरूले त्यो छोरी मान्छे चाहिँ छोरी भन्ने बित्तिकै चाहिँ अब सरकारीमा पठाउने होइन बोर्डिङमा चाहिँ छोरालाई पठाउने अहिले पनि विभेद देखिन्छ अनि छोरीलाई घरको काम गर्न लगाउने अब त्यहाँ एटेन्डेन्स हेरेर पनि बच्चाहरूलाई चाहिँ एउटा स्ट्याटिस्टिक्सको त्यो हिसाब दिएर एटेन्डेन्स ल्याएर चाहिँ देखाएर अनि त्यसपछि एउटा त्यो क्वेसन्स बनाएर अनि मिन मिडियनहरू निकाल्न सक्यो भने बच्चाहरूमा एउटा चेतना आउँछ भन्ने कुरा चाहिँ मैले राखेँ सर
थ्याङ्क यू सो मच सर
Kusum sir, do you want to say something?
Yes sir. Okay. प्रेजेन्टेसन सब ठिक थियो सरको एउटा क्वेसन अलिकति जोड्न खोजेँ सो अथर अल्सो आर्ग्यु द्याट माइन्ड बडी एन्ड स्पिरिट आर इन्सेपरेबल फर द ट्रु ट्रान्सफर्मेसन भन्ने कुरो छ सो हाउ क्यान वी कनेक्ट दिस वान अर इन्टरप्रेट दिस आइडिया स्पिरिचुअल लर्निङ इन सेकेन्डरी म्याथमेटिक्स क्लासेस
हजुर सर फेरि क्वेसन फेरि भन्नुहुन्छ सर थोरै
यो माइन्ड बडी र स्पिरिटको कुरो छ नि सर
साउन्ड अलिकति फ्लक्चुएट आइरहेछ
सुन्नु भएको छैन
हजुर सर अहिले सुनेँ सर
माइन्ड बडी स्पिरिटको कुरो छ नि सर यो इन्सेपरेबल फर द ट्रुथ ट्रान्सफर्मेसन भन्ने कुरो पनि मैले पाएको थिएँ अब यसलाई यो स्पिरिचुअल लर्निङको रूपमा लिएर यो कसरी म्याथ सेकेन्डरी म्याथ हामीले चाहिँ कसरी यो कनेक्ट गर्न सक्छौँ होला यो कुरोलाई भन्ने कुरो थियो मेरो सर
माइन्ड बडी एन्ड स्पिरिटलाई चाहिँ म्याथमेटिक्समा कसरी कनेक्ट गर्न सकिन्छ भन्ने क्वेसन रह्यो सर
स्पिरिचुअल लर्निङ हजुर
ओके अब यसमा अब त्यो एकदम इन्टर कनेक्टेड नै छ क्लासरुम अब इक्जाम्पलहरू दिँदाखेरि पनि हामीले अब म्याथमा चाहिँ प्रायः जसो चाहिँ आगमन विधिबाटै नै जाने हो पहिला इक्जाम्पलबाट अनि थ्योरी जाँदाखेरि अझै इफेक्टिभ हुन्छ अब माइन्डसँग रिलेटेड गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ जस्तै सल्भिङ इक्वेसन्सहरू भयो होइन अनि फर्मुलाहरू चाहिँ याद गराउने अथवा फर्मुलाहरूमा चाहिँ लोजिक रिजनिङ निकाल्ने होइन हो त्यस्ता कुराहरू गराउने र त्यही इक्वेसनलाई चाहिँ फेरि बडीसँग रिलेट गर्दाखेरि माइन्डसँग त रिलेटेड भयो अब बडीसँग कसरी रिलेटेड गर्ने त्यो इक्वेसनलाई भन्दाखेरि अब त्यही इक्वेसनलाई चाहिँ अब के भन्छ भन्दाखेरि ड्रइङ ग्राफ बनाउँदाखेरि उसको बडी हात चलो होइन अझै भिजुअलाइज भयो अब अझै गर्नु छ भने जियोमेट्रिक त्यो के भन्छ जियोमेट्रिक इन्स्ट्रुमेन्टहरू युज गर्न लगाउने र जस्तै फिङ्गरहरूको युज गरेर चाहिँ म्याथहरू सिकाउने अनि स्पिरिटसँग कनेक्ट गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ एउटा इनर इनर के भन्छ त्यसलाई इमोसन्स हुन्छ नि इनर मोटिभेसन्स हैन कसरी चाहिँ कनेक्ट गर्न सकिन्छ भन्दाखेरि सबैभन्दा पहिला त टिचरले कन्फिडेन्ट बिल्ड गर्नु पर्यो कन्फिडेन्ट बिल्ड गरिसकेपछि हो यो म हिसाब चाहिँ गर्न सक्छु बुझ्न सक्छु भन्ने कुरा चाहिँ सुरुमै एउटा कन्फिडेन्ट बिल्ड गर्ने अझै क्युरियोसिटी पनि चाहिँ गर्ने क्युरियोसिटी पनि बिल्ड गर्ने र हो त्यसरी चाहिँ अब तिनटै कुरालाई चाहिँ लिङ्क गर्न सक्यो भने हाम्रो शिक्षण चाहिँ अझै प्रभावकारी हुन्छ जस्तो लाग्छ सर मैले
Awesome. Thank you.